This day 5 update, road to 100K drop shipping, and today was a so-so day. It was the first day scaling the campaigns. I have the numbers right here. I will talk about a little bit about the numbers. I will talk a little bit about also why most people fail drop shipping, and I want to touch on that because I think a lot of people, I want to touch on that first actually, because I think a lot of people just fail when they do their first store, second store, or they try their first product. This doesn't work, they lose like $300. They try their second product, it doesn't work, they lost another $300. So they're now negative $600 and they haven't seen any results. Why? Because, well, it's like any skill, right? It takes time and effort for you to learn every single part and every single aspect when it comes to anything. Like it could be drop shipping, it could be I don't know, copywriting, it could be doing videos, it could be editing, it could be a sport, it could be soccer, it could be whatever. Like those two goals right there, they put a lot of time and effort. But that's not my point. My point is that each time that you try a different product, that you try a different store, you're learning and you're becoming better if you're doing it correctly, and if you want to actually like succeed in this. You need to be becoming better. You need to be better. You need to know what failed in the first product, the first store, the second product, the third product, the fourth, the fifth, and then eventually land on the seventh maybe, or the second product. It depends on how good you are learning and how good you are realizing that what you're doing is wrong, or realizing what others are doing that is good and then replicating it. Well, the moment that you get to the product that actually works, then it will all be worth it. You will probably be minus $1,000. I always say that you need from $500 to $1,000 because of these specific points that I'm talking about. You will not get your first product that you try. Let me tell you right now, your first product that you try, it doesn't matter if you saw that the product had thousands or millions of views on TikTok, it's not gonna sell. It's not gonna work because it's just like your first video on YouTube video. If you've tried YouTube, it's not gonna go viral, bro. It's just not. It doesn't matter if you spend 1 year analyzing Mr. Beast videos or the best YouTubers on your niche, and then you replicated their videos and then you upload it as yours. You know, even then, if you analyzed it for a year and you upload your first video, that video is not gonna go viral. It's not. It's just the fact. It's just the truth. It's just. Of course, there's guys that actually make it, but that's like 1 in 1,000. So don't believe that you're in that 1 in 1,000 and actually put in the work. How? Try this product. Doesn't work? Take it as something that doesn't affect you. If it doesn't work, let's say that you're you're playing basketball, or you're playing soccer, and you're shooting, and you're trying to make it. You're trying to score a goal, or you're trying to score a 3-pointer. You're gonna try until you actually score one. You're gonna perfect the technique. You're gonna do whatever you can. You're gonna ask people that know about it. Learn from by watching videos or players shooting, and then after that, you're gonna be like, okay, I have to do this and this and this. I'm gonna learn, and then eventually I will make my first 3-pointer, or eventually I will make my first penalty or my first free kick. It works. The same thing works with dropshipping. You're gonna learn from people that are better, that are successful. You're gonna watch YouTube videos, read, learn, and then eventually you're gonna create your first ad. Your first ad is not gonna be as good as your 100th ad or your 10th or 20th ad. It's just something that eventually will happen. And every single time you create a store, every single time you create a product, you find a product. Every single time you create a new ad creative, every single time it will be better than the previous one if you are doing things correctly. This is something that I want to talk about today, and I think that's why a lot of people fail in dropshipping, because they don't do the specific things that I told you. They don't learn. They don't take it as a learning process, and they want just money fast. Yes, you can make a lot of money. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions if you even get 10 stores. You can make a lot of money, but only if you lose money at the beginning because of you trying different products. Then again, if you don't want to lose, if you're not comfortable losing 500 to 1,000, I always say think it as an investment. You're not losing $1,000. You're investing $1,000 because eventually, if you do not quit, you will get your money back, and by a lot, like 10x your money at least, if you don't quit and if you're doing things correctly. I mean, you're learning from people that actually are successful on this. If you want to learn, if you're interested, just let me know. I'll just comment this video, and then I'll try to message you, and then we can keep in touch. But yeah, so it's like when people say, when you're investing in crypto or in stocks, and if it just drops to not zero, but it just drops like maybe 20%, you don't lose money if you don't sell, because everyone knows that the market is going to eventually go up, because in years, you know, the history and whatever, it's always been an average 10% return a year. So if you just don't sell, and don't be tempted, because there's going to be times where you're going to be tempted to quit dropshipping or to sell. In this analogy, you don't sell, and then eventually the price does go up, and then you start making money again. So it's the same thing with dropshipping. Don't quit. You're gonna put some money in at the beginning if you're trying ads, if you're trying paid dropshipping. If you're trying organic, is a different conversation, which I don't really like, because you have to put in a lot of more work daily than dropshipping, that paid dropshipping. Because paid dropshipping, you create a good ad, Facebook likes it, you can run that ad for 3 months, and you can start getting different creatives. You can make 2-3 creatives even a week if you want to take it conservative. But when you're trying organic, you have to do a video, at least 3 videos a day if you want to make it. So I prefer paid. So if you're doing paid ads, you're gonna put some money in, and eventually, if you don't quit, you're gonna get your money's worth. And that's what I want to show in this series. We're barely in day 5, and we're starting to get some results. We're starting to scale. I'm gonna show you the numbers right now. And remember that on day 7, I'm gonna talk about my budget, my profit margin. I'm gonna talk about how much money I made the past week, or how much money I lost. So keep that in mind. Subscribe, drop a comment, drop a like, and everything like that. And saying all that, I'm now going to talk about the scaling, how it went, why I decided to keep the scaling, the CBOs on. And like, if you didn't watch the video yesterday, I decided to turn off the Advantage Plus campaign because it was not working. That basically means that you're only using Facebook algorithms to target your audience, and it takes a long time for Facebook to actually learn. But even if I'm not trying to do that right now, especially because we're just trying to make money and we're trying to scale. So I don't have the money and the revenue to try that general touch on the Advantage Plus campaign. So I turned it off, and now I just kept the testing interest campaign, which was the $10 per ad set budget, and because it still works. And I also kept on the shaving interest, and I kept on the CBO. Sorry, excuse me. I just ate. Just came back from a soccer game. Actually, we lost and then we won one. I'm extremely tired, but I don't want to not record a video today because I want to keep doing this series. It's been pretty good. Pretty good. And so the beauty salons is one of the interests that is also working. The product, I'm not gonna reveal it. I'll probably reveal it once I actually know that it works and that I'm actually making money. But for now, since I'm testing it, it doesn't really care. It doesn't really matter if I do, because maybe it doesn't work and you guys are just gonna lose money like me. So, but we did get some good signs from both CBOs. I put $100 a day, and they both spend more than $150. One spent $150, the other one spent $161, and that means that Facebook's still learning how to spend on those CBOs the money, and it got a lot of audience, a lot of clicks, and a lot of wait, what is it? It showed it to a lot of people that are not really interested in the product, because it's still learning, even if it's a really niche interest. And so if you put like $100 budget in your CBO and you see that is spent 50% more or even 100% more, just know that Facebook's still learning, and eventually it will decrease it to the $100 budget and $100 budget, and it will be more efficient. So they spent in total $311, and they brought me back $447.42, and that with the orders and everything, I barely lost money today. But that's a good sign, because one of the CBOs was actually profitable. The CBO beauty salons was profitable. My ROAS is 1.41, so 1.41, and the purchase ROAS on this CBO was 1.54, so 0.10 difference, 0.12, 0.13 difference. And that's actually pretty good, because it would have made me not taking into consideration the other CBO, I would have actually made like $50-$60 the first day with just $100, which would have been really good. Usually the first day that you put a CBO, since Facebook is still learning how to spend that budget, is gonna be a pretty slow, not a pretty slow day, but a slow day. It's gonna be a normal day. You're gonna probably not make money, or you're probably gonna make money, but or even lose money, because for example in the other CBO, both of them got 3 purchases, but the difference is that one of them got actually like 5 or 4 items purchased. And that's why the ROAS, the ROAS of that CBO is a lot higher. But the other one didn't really get me those multiple items per order, and it just got a solid 1.00 ROAS, which means that is actually not profitable. Why did it get that? Again, sometimes the first time that you try a CBO with $100 budget is something new for Facebook. So Facebook is like, okay, let me just try this out. That's why it spent $50 more than my daily budget. But then again, eventually it will start learning how to optimize your budget and optimize the ad creative and everything, so it would spend and give you the better results for the money that you're putting in. So, and this usually happens every time you also increase the budget. Since we just increased the budget from 10 to 100, which is 10x, but it is 10x, but then again, it's a really small amount compared to for example 100 to 1,000 or 100 to 200. Every time you scale up, it will take time to learn how to fully optimize that campaign, so it could give you the best results for the budget that you're putting. So taking that into apart, I'm gonna leave this CBO for tomorrow that is not profitable on, because I think that it could work, because the interest is basically the product, and I'm gonna see tomorrow if it breaks even, and if it does break even tomorrow, I'm gonna leave it on for Wednesday. Today is Monday, and if it doesn't, I'll probably decrease it by 50%. So I'm gonna put $50 per day to see how that works. And if it doesn't, if it's horrible, if it gets me 0 sales and I spend $100, or if it gets me like 1, I will probably turn it off. But if it gets me 2, 3, and it's the same day as today, usually Tuesdays are really slow for my main store. Actually, I think my main store today, Monday, they're usually inconsistent. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I didn't make any money. I broke even today in my store. I think I sold like $1,700 in sales, and that's pretty much after like my ad spend and after the cost per item. I broke even basically. So I know Monday and Tuesdays are not the best days in general, because people don't really spend that much, but I know coming into the weekend, especially before Christmas, could probably make a lot of money these next few days in my main store. But we're not going to talk about the profits and everything when I show how much I made this last week of my main store. I'm just going to talk about this store. So keeping that in mind, if tomorrow is a terrible day, it will probably be because it's also Tuesday, not because the product doesn't work. Because today, being the first day that I tried scaling, it was actually profitable in one campaign. So I think that my decision right now is to keep the campaign for sure at $100 that is profitable. The other one I'm gonna keep it too, because I think it just needs time for it to learn and be more optimized by Facebook, and that will be my decisions for tomorrow, and we will see how everything behaves and everything changes. If you don't like, if you like me, like in the other videos, I think, I don't know what, I couldn't talk, but in the other videos I was actually showing my screen. If you'd like me to go and back and show you my screen and my results and everything like that, I will show you that too. But then again, I will tell you my sales for today, which were $447.42. I will show you guys. Actually, I could show you right now. Look. So I can show you $447.42 in sales, and my conversion rate was actually not amazing, but I told you guys it was a slow Monday for my other store too, so maybe just, it happens. It's sales. Sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's not. You could see that 10 reached checkout and only 7 converted. Sometimes it could have been like the other way around, or I don't know. It could have been better. But yeah, guys, remember that sometimes that happens. It's sales. I worked in sales in different places too, like door to door and in the mall, like, and everything. And sometimes there's good days, sometimes there's bad days. You have to take that into consideration too. And that's it. Basically, I'll see you guys tomorrow. and drop a like and drop a comment again. Subscribe and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. See you guys tomorrow.